After Steve Haynes joined the FIB, he became able to reinvent himself. What he was into though before never was revealed, showing this was something done purposely after getting a certain title. Something else very telling was the fact he didn't have a Life Invader page. It's only telling for the fact alone he doesn't actually give an insight of his life, again letting what he had going on speak for him. Whether if it was the corruptness he embarked on, or the facade of being a clean face. But one social he did have goes back to his reinvention. On his Bleeder page, he still didn't get personal, but the only thing he does do was make sure of people knowing his TV show and tuning in. But this will start to show only one side of him, of course, about to be seen deceiving, for the fact alone he's behind the camera, 4 seasons in I might add.
Hi, I'm decorated FIB agent Steve Haynes. The FIB, the police department, the sheriff's office are fighting a war out here every day in a city where dreams too often become wet with tears.
This show was exploiting crime in LS on a day-to-day, saying that to say him being the one speaking on it and in this field in general alone showed him actually being into it, able to play his character. It's also revealed that he was the executive producer, whereas his other side, the FIB side, he couldn't do that or have much say-so. So with this, again, the picture was for him to paint. He even showed his mindset on what he felt was needed, again paying himself to have a reason for being corrupt, although again this was a throw-off. But what he's about to say is the reason for a lot about to happen.
Sometimes you need to become the bad guys to bust the bad guys. Alright guys, let's go.
But saying little things like this is what kept Steven off the radar, although what he's about left a trail to what he's really about. Part of his show, he went to abolish turf playing and acting like TV Steve.
Now the LSPD have had many run-ins with various family sets over the years. With the Ballas, the FIB take a more community outreach approach. Hey guys, stay out of trouble now.
But how this member is going to respond to a split side, of course, showed him being dirty and of course not liked.
Suck my Steve Haynes.
I'm showing all of this to show, even though it's not confirmed yet he's dirty, this TV show he was able to be a whole different guy, being able to know different people, something he took and ran with, actually having something to beat. But back to the FIB side, problems would come after funding was trying to be decided between the FIB and the IAA. Things like having a show cost money, making them want to make sure they get it. This was something he needed back to continue to fill his other personality, along with of course money coming in and looking better.
The funding war between IAA and FIB intensifies after Congress promised to slash spending and both agencies recommend it's the other one.
The first character to be in tune to Steven, of course, was Michael. Right before he's introduced, Dave Norton brung up Steve to Michael, referring him to be okay. Not calling him a good guy or a bad one either, but this shows Steve again having a split side. How he acted or is about to act was only when it was called for. Saying that to say, Davey was able to stay on his good side for some time. Michael himself was even surprised Dave was around Steve, being easy to be swayed by bells and whistles.
Michael?
Dave?
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Just want to talk.
You behaving yourself?
Of course. So how's the job?
Good, thanks, yeah. New supervisor, Steve Haynes. He's on that TV show.
Really? Good guy?
He's okay. Well, it was nice to catch up.
Same to you.
But as we're going to see, and as many know, Michael stirring things up, this gave Steve leverage to use the two, now about to be on his bad side, which is why Dave was seen to panic once he realized this could be something used against him.
The whole job, everything about it, anyone who knows your file, what is wrong with you?
Down the line and instantly, it would be no choice but to have to meet Steve.
There's a big target out there, something in the shadows. The data algorithms are reading off the charts. Whoever finds it, the Bureau or the agency, is gonna get a big bump in funding.
Like I care about your funding. I'm out, Dave.
You're not. I need you to meet my boss. We'll be downtown in the plaza between the FIB and the IAA buildings.
The IAA building. You fucking kidding me after the spat I just had with those agency men?
Relax. They won't be looking there. They never expect an inside job.
But with this, we're about to see him go in and out with his two lives he set up for himself. Him being into TV and Michael being into movies, breaking the ice, Michael would say something Steve gravitated to, being on his good side. With this, we see him in his pocket for a while, even assuming Michael knew him already. But when Michael acted like he didn't, he of course flips, then flipping back to his other bag.
David. Well, isn't this nice? You didn't tell me we were double dating. Sorry, guys. This burning hunk of love is all mine.
Brilliant! Steve Haynes, amigo, but you probably knew that already.
Sorry, your name tag must have fallen off.
Cold! I love it! I gotta remember to write that down.
And to shoot you in your head, you annoying dick.
Andreas, taking notes? This stuff, whoa! Pure magic. They should put it on my show. Have you seen my show?
You mean how to dress like a salesman on a cheap golf weekend at a third-rate country club?
Michael then would be on strike too. As we're going to see though, Steve not liking his shows. Before this, he seemed laid back like, but again, what Michael's showing what he showed, his whole posture changes, now being on his bad side. Dave picks up on this, leading him to try and mediate, knowing what it took for Steve to lose his top. But it'll already be too late after Michael continued to dig a deeper hole, after now about to down his FIB ways, his other personality.
So, well done with our friend, Mr. K.
My pleasure. I love helping our government wage war, especially with itself.
But you made a mistake.
Did I, Cupcake?
Why don't you keep your fucking voice down before I close your fucking windpipe?
The joke stopped now, pal. You will show me and my team some respect.
Maybe you could define team for me. Is that just the three of you? Or the greater FIB? Or the entire government? Because I'm tempted to argue that thus far, we haven't shown a lot of your colleagues a whole lot of respect.
And why don't you start with me, genius? You got it, pal.
Now with making Michael understand his standing at this table, he then would have him make sure the IAA didn't have dirt on him after suspecting an informant. Of course, he goes to have him do this to continue to be held high to the public, along with his career being saved. That simple.
We have received intel that they're keeping Mr. K at the local agency station.
I just dealt with that guy.
The agency is stepping up their questioning because of your moronic antics down at the coroner's office. We need to get him out of there before he blabs.
I did what Agent Norton said.
You are my boy now, amigo. My career depends on this. And that's very important to me.
So seeing as we're all boys now, that makes it important to you. Now run along, kids.
Unbeknownst to both parties though, as we know, they had a guy who genuinely had nothing to do with nothing, but being thirsty, Michael and the other two would get this done for him. Steve though still would be 1 foot out and 1 foot in. He has Trevor and Michael meet him to when this was shown.
Who the fuck is this?
The guy keeping you out of the gas chamber. Townley's on his way. We need to talk face to face. Warehouse off Dutch London and Banning.
Yeah, Agent Douchebag. Hey, that poor sumbitch we grabbed for you still breathing?
See for yourself right now. Trevor Phillips is on his way to help with the debrief.
Oh, ladies! God, you're an asshole. Steve, what a pleasure, bro. Oh! He reminds me of one of those guys you see advertising pills for middle-aged men that can't get erections.
Hey!
About to defend Devin, as we're about to hear and see, he uses a metaphor going back to his role as a show host.
Devin Weston is a very good friend of mine, so why don't you watch your tongue? Because let me tell you something, that guy gets more tail than, than a tail catcher.
Fucking remember that line.
He then would snap into his other side, even about to show he doesn't consider the guy he took to be human.
Hey, oh, what are we doing here, huh?
This.
Please, keep this little bastard away from me.
No, Ferdinand, he's gone. He's gone. It's okay, I've got some new friends here now.
This is Michael, and this is Trevor.
No.
Now our friend here, he claims he doesn't know anything.
I don't know anything. I don't know. I already told nothing. I don't know anything. Please, sir.
You know about the Azerbaijanis.
Huh?
Azerbaijanis.
I do audiovisual, hi-fi audiovisual. It's top man, good price, VIP, you know?
Even with Ferdinand pleading, he of course didn't believe what he was saying, being paranoid, along with simply again not even looking at him to be a human being.
You're a fucking spy.
And the asswipes at the agency know this.
So I need to know, what did you tell them, and what did they tell you?
I told him what I tell you.
Not realizing the IAA picked up a regular guy, Ferdinand was forced to just give locations of the houses he worked on. But with this, Steve would explain another reason why he's so adamant to step on the IAA's moves.
What? Hey! Whoa, what is this? The house in Rockwood Hills. The man who owns it. He works at the consulate. Oh, that's all I know.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. I go.
You're gonna make him speak.
No.
You two are gonna drive up to Rockford Hills.
No.
And when we find out which man is the man with the problem, you put him down. Because I'm tired of these fucking nitwits at the agency taking all the glory.
Revealing how this was for him to get more shine in this side of his career goes to show the lengths he would go, of course. But even with this, he would watch Trevor do what he's told, getting a kick from calling the play.
Let me go.
Hey, fuck is all this, huh?
I think it's a good time, buddy. You know, go for a drive.
Wait. No.
You get to work, and I'm not here.
And also with him dissociating from this, although he's very much there, went back to him making sure he's clean, saying that to say he's putting Ferdinand's blood on Trevor's hands. But again, with this guy being innocent, where he sends Michael and Dave wasn't what they were looking for. After just trying to give him something, this would bite him though, leading Steve to give Trevor clearance to get what he needed.
You are kidding me. I'll call Steve.
Need anything?
Wrong house. This guy isn't our guy.
Okay. You sure you don't silence him just to make sure?
If we're silencing someone, we're silencing the right someone. Get me another address.
Asshole, he gave us the wrong Azerbaijani. So, why don't you give us the locale of the one we want?
I thought he's the one that you wanted.
No dice. Trevor, why don't you go to work on this piece of shit?
You'll barely feel a thing.
I will! No!
I hope you're not a skier!
Mr. Phillips, ask him about Tahir Javan.
Ferdinand hearing this, he made it clear that Steve didn't even tell him what he wanted in the first place, showing he just wanted to do this at first for his kicks before he really got to it. He then would finally have a question to ask him, but again wanting Trevor to ask. But apart from this, once he tells Steve, he still looked at him to be the guy he's trying to kill.
Why didn't you ask me? I know Tahir. I did his home theater. He lives in Chumash, right into the Western Highway.
Well, that wasn't so tough, was it? Huh? Did you get that? Did you hear him? Lives in Chumash, the Western Highway.
Yeah, we need a description of the target.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Loosen him up.
Oh, no, please. I tell
What?
you what you
Loosen
want
him
to
up.
know. No, please.
Tell me where to start. Are any of those teeth less useful than the others?
Are they still alive?
Well, you ain't gonna be chewing steak anytime soon.
I just want to get out of here.
Hey. Now? Huh? Now? You ready to talk?
I've been ready to talk since the day I got kidnapped 6 weeks ago.
That's what we were afraid of.
Yeah,
This guy we're after, what does he look like?
I was built. I was like middle-aged.
Yeah, it sounds like you're stalling. This better be enough. Middle age, middle height, middle build, whatever. He's dark, okay? He's Azerbaijani, for God's sakes. Look around. That enough for you?
We're gonna need some more info on this guy. They're having a party down there.
Steve would start to lose patience in this, but with this guy being innocent, he continued to dig himself a deeper hole being so.
That ain't gonna cut it, my friend.
He was even seen not giving this guy time to speak.
Shit. Let me think. I remember.
Sorry, too late. Trevor, show our contestant what he's wanted.
I remember.
This is a mental battle, my brother. You gotta convince yourself you're not gonna drown.
It's a torture. It is. I got blood in my mouth. Oh! Sadist! Torturer! I want to
Let up! He might drown! Enough! Dry him off!
Yep, he comes. Well, that's what happens when you put the body through the ringer. Here goes.
The light! Let me go through it!
So what have you got for us? We need Trev to shake up your memory again?
No, please. He's got beard.
He's got beard?
He's got Gucci beard.
Uh-huh.
No.
I think you're making this up.
No, I'm not.
Huh?
No.
Yeah?
I'm telling the truth.
Bushy beard? Got any beardy types at this party? Huh? Because that's all Mr. K's given us.
No.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we ought to just take 2 bullets and put them in our informant and just call an airstrike on Chumash Beach.
But with him trying to corroborate, all this would do would be another injury. Steve even going to say how he just wants to make sure.
It's gonna be a long day until you give us some intel on our target.
Oh, he's got beard. He smokes like a fucking chimney.
I don't know. Trev, maybe one more time? Just to be sure.
No, please, no. I told you, he smokes. That's all I know.
How many volts do you think they got running through these things?
You going to kill me? My heart! Ow!
He's cooked. Quit it. We need him moderately coherent. He's done. All right. Don't fry him completely.
Did you see his face when I did that? No, he looks so peaceful sleeping there. I don't want to wake him. It's coming.
I'm still here.
But even with the gruesome things Steve did to this guy, after they killed the guy they wanted, he switches back to his day-to-day, even going to say how he has a racquetball game, showing again his split personality, being so quick to turn on and off.
Mr. K. Mr. K.
I don't know anything, please.
It's okay.
He chain smokes. And he's left-handed.
What's that?
He chain smokes. And he's left-handed.
Ah, okay. Any of these bearded guys at the party smoke cigarettes. Mr. K says he smokes like a pack of 2 a day.
Redwood cigarettes?
Thank you, Mr. K.
Davey, I got someone.
Woo! That is a wrap, my friends. Excellent work, the pair of you. Now, I got a racquetball game to get to, so Trevor, if you take care of Mr. K, I think we're all set.
What the fuck do you want me to do with him?
I would say he's outlived his usefulness.
Oh, come on, please.
Shut up!
That's a sport.
The next time he's seen, he will continue to get what he needed so he can prosper. But with this, of course, he continues to let it be known that Dirty had on Michael, even going to apply no one could do anything about his own ways.
All right, the fuck is this bullshit? We handled your little immigration problem, whatever the fuck it was. We're straight.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You killed people, you tortured people, committed a litany of other crimes. Oh, we're so straight, you and me. We're arrows.
Davey, you can't do anything about this fucking turd?
Yeah, Dave? What can you do about me?
Aside from Michael already having an understanding, Trevor and Franklin would then show up getting the same result.
Here's Trevor.
Great! Looky, huh? Bunch of government shitbags and their favorite stoolie. What's he been telling you?
Oh, he just said how you guys were happy to help the government in any way you can.
Oh, really? Huh? Because I was told that if we helped out with that thing, which we did, then our past indiscretions would be forgotten in a haze of patriotic fervor.
Who told you that? Did I tell you that? I'm in charge here, Fruity. Me!
Snapping here, he forced this, of course, because of where he stands in the FIB. Then going to continue his battle with the IAA, taking their dirty money, then of course dissociating.
You understand?
Not quite. Can you explain that again?
What I was saying! Oh, you're good. The 3 cunts.
Listen, we need help with something else.
The agency, they want to encourage panic so they can guarantee their budgets. That's how they get paid.
It's a major problem.
And now they've secured some
funds that we need to use in our fight against crime as a way of bribing corrupt officials.
Really? And where are they getting that from?
Drugs. Those bastards love to sell drugs.
Who doesn't?
We think they're gonna use this money to finance a war on our streets, and we need you boys to requisition that money for us.
The bonds are leaving the terminal in an armored car.
Yeah, fuck you, Dave. We don't have time to prepare the right way.
It's not my concern. I cannot allocate any more resources to this.
After this, he became comfortable with the three doing their dirty work, saying that to say it would be a while until they needed the three.
Why are you calling?
I need to know, Davey. Are you pricks gonna put me back to work in the public sector? I got some legitimate private sector contracts, and I don't want to get pulled in too many directions, you know? Get made to whack someone when I'm walking the straight and narrow?
Your country doesn't need you.
Thank fuck for that.
For the time being.
You fucking dick.
During this time, we saw how he flips with all three characters, and the way having the leverage to even get this off. But next was shown was another side of him that's telling, to say the least. Everyone around Steve, if you didn't notice, from Dave and the other dude to Franklin, Michael, and Trevor, these specific people all had to fall in line, leading him to think he was in full control. But what we're about to see, with Michael and Trevor being in Sandy Shores, Dave and Steve would need them again. But from the location change, all the way to Michael and Trevor not seeing eye to eye around this time, he met them with what he felt he could do, but at the wrong time. The two would be in an argument so heated, his false authority on them went out the window.
Hello? Oh, ladies, what's up?
Fuck off! Listen. I'm sorry.
Normally, as we saw earlier, Steve would buck up, but it being the other way around, he just shuts down, not even making eye contact, finding the quickest corner. Trevor showing the real him for a second, which was being a coward. Dave taking the lead on telling what they need done. He even ad-libs Dave, then going silent, not even again making eye contact from this point forward.
But we've got a problem. Government funding thing. We need you to investigate a research lab upstate.
It's about terrorism, the big one, nerve gas, biological terror.
Thank God I don't pay tax.
And on top of that, he sees Michael angry, leading him to not stick around. Still about to be seen trying to attempt to do what he introduced them to, but along with him making a whole excuse to leave in the first place.
Yeah, well, we gotta go. It's been great, but Dave here's got a Pilates class. Now remember, ladies, you keep us way out of this thing. Bye-bye.
Jesus.
Having to get their own funds, by the time everything was ready, things almost didn't even get done after he forgets to add the fact he wanted a crew. He flopped in and out on so many different things, he forgets exactly what he has people do, along with not seeing where he fell short.
Oh, look! Boys, your boys, it's the feds.
Hey, where's the other three?
What other three?
We told you to bring along 6. This is a 6-man job.
No, you didn't.
Dave did?
No, Dave didn't.
You said you'd do it.
That is a frickin' lie. I do not get things wrong.
And the three disliking him, they started to see through him, of course, having it in them to bark back now.
Alright, great. Then we're out of here. Fuck it. Let's go.
You three can do it alone.
And fuck you. You do your own dirty work.
Hey, I do my dirty work every day, keeping the country safe from scum like you.
And you're doing a great job, sir.
Hey.
Trevor then would pressure him to come along, again while all three being comfortable to call him out. But with this, as we're going to see, the only reason he comes was because he was called out, still trying to have the control from this point forward.
You want this job done? Then come with us, huh? Come on, Mr. Leisureware, Mr. Depressed Accountant. Let's go save America.
Who the fuck are we saving it from this time?
This is the real deal. My sources are convinced there's a plot in international affairs, you know, the agency, and they're using this facility to make a serious nerve toxin.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Which they plan in their mind-blowing insanity to let a major terrorist release on a metropolitan area so they can continue to get funding. Nothing increases funding for fighting terrorism more than successful acts of terrorism.
All right. So let me get this straight then.
No, there is no getting it straight. That's the point. Now we're doing this. You two are on getaway. Fuck off and make it happen. Michael, you're with us. What size flipper you wear?
Once they're in action, Michael even implied his ways here to be of course a facade.
How you feeling about this? I'm feeling pretty damn fine. Yeah, if only your camera crew was here.
They get what they needed, but with this, he went with a whole different approach for himself after panicking, alongside seeing the opportunity to be looked at as a hero for what he's about to do.
We missed the window! Agency response team's already in the building!
It's never too late! We're going! Let's go!
It's too risky, Bandito! That bird goes down, it takes half the West Coast with it!
You know what? If you're done puking up excuses, how about we come up with a solution?
Okay! Alright, you go, I'll stay in cover!
Fuck it, fine by me.
And the dead bodies?
I'm lucky I'm not one of them!
Come on.
Let's go!
Steve, knowing his face card was good, goes back to the certain roles he got himself into. Even what he says when he's confronted is telling for the fact alone what he says he knew people would say.
FIB Special Agent, I got this covered!
Detain this man.
Fuck you, I should detain you, I just took a bullet for my country!
Dave even confirmed this was the thinking after already coming to an assumption of what would happen to him.
By the way, next time you're getting wet. Oh, but there won't be a next time, will there, Davey? There never is.
I'll do my best for you. I always try.
Yeah, well, maybe this time we'll get lucky. Maybe this time Steve will succumb to the strains of enhanced interrogation techniques.
Interrogate him? Are you insane? I'm probably decorating him right now.
Hey, Davey, your boys at the agency are onto you, remember? Huh? You and Stevie.
Just try and keep your heads down.
Yeah.
But to their surprise, as we know, things will turn after Steve does what he did. On his end, though, things didn't hit the public, let alone him speaking on it.
Some highly trained thieves raided a research lab yesterday in order to steal perfume. Several men were killed as raiders carried out an audacious attack that has confused the lab's owners and criminal investigators as the robbers escaped with a new formula for cheap perfume, and no one is quite sure why.
Doing everything to keep his stature, he of course continued to use. But even with this, he would pop back up like nothing happened, while still doing everything to not get exposed.
Thank God you guys are here. You alone?
Davey, where's your boyfriend, Steve?
He's on his way up. Yeah, they're up here. Listen, this shit's about to hit the fan.
Our entire lives together has been nothing but a series of fans and shits.
Sort this problem out for me, and I will get Mr. Leisureware off your back.
And if we don't?
Then I will go to jail and you will get shot.
Ah, fuck you, Dave. I've heard it all before.
Not like this, you haven't.
Has he briefed you?
Oh, well, yes, he has. He told us that if we do what you say, then together we can take down the big bad wolf that is government corruption.
Yeah, and if you don't, we're all gonna fry, because the agency's onto us. I've even got some fools in our own bureau that are questioning my methods. Think I'm a liar, a cheater, some kind of a killer and a thief!
So,
there's some, evidence, and I need you guys to find out what they know.
All right, so what? You want Lester here to hack into the system, wipe it all clean?
Oh, no, that will not work. The only way to access it is through your buildings.
Fuck me.
Michael, you'd be doing me a very big favor. And if you do this, I will make sure that all your files are deleted. I promise you.
Hey! It's the last thing we do, and we're done. Period.
Of course. I'm a man of my word.
Now, though Steve promised Michael what he did, of course his thinking on that consisted of just benefiting him, even though everyone else involved was looking for a way out themselves.
Dave, let's go!
Come on, Lester, let's go.
Good luck, gentlemen.
So with that, once his stuff was wiped, he of course had to play the role he chose, going to try and have Michael arrested, even letting this be known once he did a press conference, technically being a man of his word.
A team of criminals broke into the FIB's West Coast headquarters in downtown Los Santos earlier. Witnesses say they saw men parachuting in from a helicopter. The FIB claims to have shot down their helicopter. The aircraft crashed into the building, decimating several floors. The criminals were able to escape the building, and a task force headed by Special Agent Steve Haynes has been set up to bring them to justice.
Now you're gonna do like you said and cut me loose, right?
Things are not gonna work out quite that way. There's a bit of a problem.
That's right, Davy boy, you could say that.
Steve, I told you I would handle this.
Oh, because you've handled everything so fucking well so far, haven't you?
All right, I admit things have been a little unorthodox.
Fucking orthodox!
Steve knowing that's exactly what it was, but with everyone being dirty alongside him was why he was appalled. But not having real leverage to come out on top, he flips on the good guy role.
You've ruined my career! Agent Sanchez, arrest these men, both of them.
Steve,
Oh,
come
whoa!
on, please.
You fucking kidding me? Arrest me for what?
For multiple counts of every fucking crime under the fucking sun.
Oh, well, then let me rephrase. Why?
Why? Because.
Because you don't want me to testify in court about our various business dealings, right?
Agent Sanchez, apprehend the suspect!
As we saw, he ignored what Michael knew the truth about, but Dave would bring up that they're all dirty, leading him to again flip back.
Agent Sanchez, you'll do no such thing. Now, Steve, we agreed to speak to Michael, to try and explain things to him. Not this. This causes problems for us all.
Okay.
Then put your gun down and we'll talk.
After you, buddy.
Come on, where's the trust?
You can do better than that.
Again, he's back trying to have Michael clean up his mess, but their spot getting found, as we're going to see, it was nothing for him to flip right back into the good guy, even with now being caught.
They know or think they know that I'm the one that was behind the incident.
Uh-huh. And now you want me to clean up your mess again, right? Before I end up at the bottom of the ocean. Fucking good luck with that.
Put the weapons down, boys. Fun time is over. We've got you. Anti-American activity.
Put your weapons down, all of you.
Who the fuck are you with?
All these different people showing up, guns out, even symbolizes a lot involving Steve. It's a standoff brewing, yeah, but all these different groups goes back to the personalities and the effects of them being here all at once. The IAA being here started from wanting their funding, along with jealousy that they were held at a certain light, something he confirmed torturing dude, but this came to bite him. Using Dave and Michael and everyone else involved, we saw what he did to pull rank. This bit him as well after everyone grew tiresome of him, and him not realizing why this other party is here went back to actually losing his stature after he was.
The thing! You fucking rat, I knew you didn't have the balls for this!
But of course, he would flip trying to save himself.
For the record, I'm a patriot! I love my country!
But then would flip again once UL Paper spoke, being a part of a group he was jealous of.
Put the weapons down.
Fuck you! We all know you agency boys are ball deep in a plot to drive up your funding by any means necessary.
Put the guns down, gentlemen.
Who the fuck are they?
Fucking Merryweather! What are they doing here?
Steve, put your gun down.
Oh, same goddamn leg!
What he's about to do next was steal to save himself, then escaping.
Go!
Fuck! Bullshit.
And this will work out for all involved. Things just to be blamed on the terror attack, although we knew what was going on.
The War on Terror.
We lead with the horror show at the Court Center, where a terror incident was foiled by a combination of forces from the FIB and the IAA. Some witnesses even believe Merryweather Security Services may have helped calm things down. Scott McSimmons is at the scene.
Yes, it's carnage here, and also not a little confusing. No one is quite sure what happened, but thanks to their utter professionalism, our security forces were able to have people at the scene of the crime almost as soon as it began. An attempt to arrest a terror suspect seems to have gotten into a gun battle. No one is quite sure what comes next for a city in panic.
Being shot, formed on, along with the IAA being on him, of course he's angry. It started off with him wanting Michael gone, but Dave wouldn't let this happen. But with this, things would turn.
You made it. Good.
I saved you again, Davey. Again. So what are you gonna do for me about Haines, the rest of the FIB, the IAA, and everyone else, huh?
History's written by the living, okay? We can pin most of it on Agent Sanchez. I get that story right and the agency and bureau will back off. The problem we need to deal with is Trevor.
Trevor? Why?
Steve's a blamer, so remember what Trevor did to be blamed for his actions. Sparing Mr. K, it might have not came to his attention, but things like this showed Trevor to be unpredictable. He also knew he didn't fear him or his threats. As we saw, Michael didn't want to go to prison or die, being his second passion started to play a huge part in his story. His cover started to be blown because of him too, after peer pressuring him to come along to prove himself to this guy. And lastly, he simply just wanted a body for all the trouble, not wanting the group to go back to their normal ways without his hand in their pot. Dave saw things more on the surface level though, but even with his reasons why he felt Trevor was a sacrifice was more reason for him to be convinced to take Trevor out.
Try Merryweather, Chinese gangsters, general insanity, and so on. I can spin Steve that you're controllable, but not Trevor.
Steve.
He's our wounded hero right now, I gotta cozy up to him, calm him down.
Just get me out.
And Dave would do just that, which was get on his good side. And as we saw, Steve was with it.
Oh! What's up, playa?
Hello, Franklin.
Man, I don't know y'all. We done,
Hey,
man.
we ain't done yet, homie. Not yet.
Nearly.
Man, what the fuck y'all want me to do? Kill the president? Fuck his wife or something? Or invade some fucking country?
No, something more sensible.
Something that's gotta be done.
Hey, when the timing's right, you're gonna take old Trevor and put him out to pasture, homie.
Michael will be sensible, but Trevor won't be.
Trevor is a liability that none of us can afford.
Man, Trevor saved you. He saved both y'all asses.
And it's unfortunate.
Hey, when we give you the word, you're gonna do this thing.
Man, get Michael to do it. Me and Trevor cool, dawg.
Michael can't do it.
That's why it's up to you, homie.
Taking out Trevor, he would never be held responsible. It would be no one to tell on him, and again, he was able to get a body, along with having hold on everyone around him.
Okay, I did it, all right?
I know, good dog.
Look, man, Devin Weston came to talk to me. He wanted me to clap Michael and let Trevor go.
Then you should have clapped both of them.
Man, ain't it something you and Dave can do? Cause he might be pissed, man.
Dave can't do anything. Dave's lucky I let him do my paperwork.
Well, shit, is this something you can do?
Sure, I can talk to Devin.
Oh, yeah, okay, shit. I hear it could be real useful having an FIB agent looking out for you.
Hey, your chips are cashed, pal. Don't contact me again.
Going against his demands, we see how low he actually stood after Devin went to his boss to help Franklin.
Look, it happened, man. So y'all gotta get the FIB off my case, man, since I didn't smoke Trevor for him.
It's already done, homie. Haynes' boss has been spoken to.
But in the end, he of course was seen flipping back to TV Steve, not even realizing his fate was soon to come.
Hello, let me see, there's,
Steve Haynes.
Hey, well, I can tell you that Agent Haines is taping a show over on Del Perro Pier. Shooting permit came up immediately.
Shut it! I wanted to ice that fucker since the moment I met him.
His last tweet was about the next season he is about to be seen shooting. But even with this tweet alone showed his split personality. But firsthand, this whole taping is telling in itself. Start things off how you would expect at this point, but once he messed up his lines, we see he only did the show in the first place for what it brung him.
Los Santos, a city of saints, a city of sinners, and nothing in between but the FIB. Cut! God, this is crap! Who writes this bullshit anyway? Okay, all right. You got this framed right?
Yeah, you're looking great.
Is the chin? How's the chin?
Oh, sharp.
All right, the audio's clean?
Nice. Well, say something.
Check.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, fine, we're on. I'm ready. You ready?
Speed.
All right, let's do this, people. I'm a professional. Let's go. Hi, I'm Steve Haynes.
He then would get back in that mode, but everything he was about to say really was the story of his life.
A city of celluloid, a city of scumbags, the last great American melting pot. 2 parts diluted fantasy, 1 part degenerate reality. Mix. And this is the result.
Diluted fantasy and degenerate reality was exactly what he suffered from. This was the result of everything he put out. Even though the public was blind, we saw exactly what he's talking about. He's filming right now, but he would get triggered by a certain line, but pay attention to why he actually cuts.
Throw in a senior FIB agent, and you've got a unique look of what's really going on under the hood. This is a land of dreams. But sometimes those dreams turn into nightmares. Stop!
He's about to cut, being that he knows that firsthand. But again, pay attention to what he flips and says. Try not to be wrapped in that truth.
Cut!
Cut.
Oh, God, that's a cliche, man. Dreams, man, that's a cliche. What? No, I know it's really good. Just do a cutaway. No, I'll pick it up. No, I'll pick it up. I got something good. Ready?
Rolling.
Throw in a senior FIB agent, and you've got a unique look at what happens when dreams and reality collide.
He improvised this and liked it better than the last one because that's what he always set out for and always wanted. He ain't going to say his dreams he wanted for himself, colliding it with the reality. But it's over, and the rest is history.
Hi, I'm Steve Haynes. I've tracked down killers, attacked incompetents, and taken down terror cells. And tonight, I'm in your living room. Got it. That was strong.
That was good.
Wasn't it? That was really strong.
Yeah, I liked it.
Cool. Let's do it. Let's go home.
Woo! I just saw her down there somewhere.
What? Hold on. I don't care that she's an intern. Just get this thing going, all right? I want to get out of here.
Oh my God! The guy! What's his name? He shot him!
Steve's problem was trying to be too many people at once, something he didn't have in him to do. Trying to be the jury, the executioner, and the judge, all leading to destruction to say the least. But even with his death, his actions still wouldn't come to the light, of course, still being held high. This goes back, though, to what he shows other people. But that tells you he was doing too much, on a path to wanting approval, being jealous, and not being who you act like you are.